Hi, this is Nicolette from exploresawithme.com, and today we have a very special episode of Wine on the Veranda. And as you can see, there's no wine today. The reason for this is because the community nominated this special lady to be on the show with me. Right next to me, I have one of the top baristas in South Africa, and I decided that we should treat her a little bit. So Lillian, welcome. You are going to sit back and relax and enjoy and taste some coffee with me. So there's no wine today, it's coffee on the veranda. And with me I also have Bert from Clock Peaks. They are a local artisan coffee roastery in Veranda, and he's going to prepare some delicious coffee for us, and he's going to let us taste it and tell us a little bit more about it. So welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you. Good
Tell
to be
us
here.
more about your coffee.
Yes, thank you. Clock Peaks Coffee, the product obviously is local. If you look at our logo, you know, we've got the peaks of the Langeberg Mountains on it, the 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock and 11 o'clock peaks.
Which is, by the way, beautiful hiking trails to do.
Yes. So we are so local, and we love to be here and to produce nice coffee for the community and the surrounding areas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare one of our blends. It's called the house blend. It's our premier blend coffee. And the method we're going to use of brewing the coffee is a
chemistry.
chemist.
You also mentioned that this is actually a work of art.
It is, yeah. It's recognized by the New York Museum of Arts as an art piece.
Wow.
And it's displayed there. So
it's displayed there as well.
Yes.
Wow.
And okay, now we're just going to measure our water. All work in formulas. So we're going to use 36 grams of coffee, and I'm going to pour, just to make it a little bit lighter, 650 milliliters of water. This is boiled water, obviously, and just to get the right amount there.
So I don't drink any sugar in my coffee, but I do like milk, a lot of milk in my coffee. I'm not a connoisseur, so that is just how I prefer it, but today we are just going to taste it as it is to get all the flavors. Lillian, how do you like your coffee?
No sugar, and no sugar and hot.
Some people prefer a dark roast. Personally, I don't like a dark roast because sometimes you destroy a bit of flavor for the sake of strongness. You know? So, I prefer more of a medium roast where you can really taste, you know, all the different flavors of the coffee.
Well, Lillian, tell me, you competed in a barista competition in South Africa. What motivated you?
From I was small, I was 7-8 years old when I started making coffee. I just see how my colleague was throwing the cappuccino, and when she go home, I tried it myself. I stole with my eyes, and then from there I go to a competition for the first time. And it wasn't easy, but it was worth it. The second time I went to the competition, I was number 1 in the Western Cape.
Wow.
Number 1 in Cape Town, and the second runner-up in Joburg. I never flight with a airplane, so it was very nice for me.
Wow, so that was quite an experience. So you went up to see Johannesburg as well.
For the first time.
But you wouldn't trade Swellendam for Joburg?
Never.
Yeah, when I contacted Lillian and I phoned her and I told her that she was nominated by the community to be on the show with us, her first words was, I love coffee, coffee is my life. So you are passionate about coffee. So you will be able to help me with this tasting, to tell me what am I supposed to taste and to learn a little bit about coffee.
There's a lot of processes taking place while you roast the coffee. You know, for instance, your caramelization, because of the sugars in your coffee. That's why coffee, the sugar content, sucrose, is about 69%.
So it's naturally sweet.
Yes, of the bean. And those sugars that you work with that is why your bean becomes brown. It's because of sugar.
Oh, the caramel color.
Yes, the caramelization, you know, of the sugars.
I've learned something today. I did not know this.
Yes. So and in that caramelization process, you know, you unleash a lot of flavors, you know, of the coffee, and that's why coffee does have a natural sweetness. You don't really have to drink sugar with your coffee, and even adding milk also has sugar, you know. So it's good to try and learn to drink your coffee black
To really taste
to
it,
get the real taste of it.
get the
Yes,
experience.
that's right.
Tell me also, you said that Clock Peaks is an artisan coffee roastery. Now, why is that different to a normal coffee roastery?
Well, we roast in small batches, so it's obviously.
So
efficient.
whenever you come to Swellendam, you are welcome to come and try or buy some Clock Peaks coffee, or to go to the Wimpy and try some of Lillian's coffee that she will prepare for you. I go there regularly for a cappuccino.
Or espresso.
Yeah.
Yeah, or
Okay, I'll
espresso.
try that.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
try that.
maybe
You might be
can.
opening my mind to new things.
Yes. So our coffee is basically done. And that's why we say, you know,
I'm
that the
looking
finest
forward
things
to
in
it.
life is not meant to be done in the lab. Now we just swirl it a bit. So there you can see the nice thing about the Chemex, the filters that you use, there's no sediment. Some people prefer the sediment. Usually gives you a nice, especially with a plunger or a French press, gives you a nice aftertaste, you know, of the grounded coffee. So now we're gonna pour it.
It's got a beautiful caramel color.
Yeah, so, and obviously it depends on your personal taste, you know, whether you like it strong or a bit milder. But in this case, you know, I haven't done it too strong, the coffee. And it's basically just to, so it did cool off a bit while we did the brewed the coffee. So ideal temperature, you know, about 60 degrees or so, then you really can enjoy your coffee.
60
Yes.
degrees. Okay, Julian, tell me what should I experience here? Should I smell it first? Should I?
Stir it first,
Yeah.
smell it, and then taste it.
Okay, so it's exactly like wine. So I have to stir it a little bit, and then
Very sweet.
I'm definitely get a bit of a nutty, maybe a little bit of vanilla aroma.
Yes, vanilla, yes.
Bitter at all.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It's
got-
not bitter at all. It's so sweet.
And the acidity is there, you know, you actually want that brightness in your coffee, you know, in the taste. So it's not flat. So there's some nice tastes,
Really
you know, coming
refreshing.
through. The thing
60
is,
degrees.
right?
60 degrees.
Mm.
60, 65.
Yeah.
She knows exactly the temperature. She's correcting back. She's telling you.
Not too hot, not too cold.
It's
Yes.
not 60, it's 66 degrees.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the beautiful thing of coffee is, as it cools down, there will other flavors start to come in.
Yes.
So that's why a coffee, you can actually, if you drink it slowly, in the beginning you will pick up certain tastes, and as it cools down, you will pick up some more, you know, flavors coming through. So that's why, take your time when you have a cup of coffee.
Pat, tell me, usually when I open my ground coffee, I store it in the fridge. Is that the correct thing to do?
Not for you, a brewer. So keep it away from moisture. You know, your fridges tend to have a lot of moisture in it. So just a cool, dry place, away from direct sunlight, and just in your cupboard. And keep the lid closed if it's in a lid, or keep it in its original packet. We do have a one-way valve in it, so it releases the carbon dioxide, but it doesn't allow air in, so your coffee stays fresh longer.
Oh wow, this coffee is delicious. It's really delicious. I think from now on, I should start drinking my coffee black. I'm going to give it a try.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Thank you so much for coming today, and Lillian, it was special to have you here. You are a loved member of the community, and you are obviously special, and your talent is not going unnoticed. So we are very proud of having you here, And yes, I want to see you in an international barista competition.
Oh yes, that's my next step.
Yeah. So are we allowed to cheers with
Yes,
coffee?
we can, yeah, for sure. Yes.
Cheers.
Keep it local.
Thank
It's
you.
lekker.
Yes, local is lekker.